Welcome to another day of working out in winter. Let's start with some baby jumping jacks. I wonder what spring workouts will be like. All right, little baby jumping jacks, hop it out or step back and forth, whatever works. We're just moving, right? The arms can swing more than what I'm demonstrating, or they can swing less. As I'm just paying attention to my body here, I'm noticing that certain parts are just kind of, I don't know, wiggling, jiggling. So that's okay, right? We're jumping around. If nothing wiggled or jiggled, that would be weird. 3, 2, 1, let's side shuffle it out. Here we go. All right, so today we're going to do a nice reverse lunge exercise. You know that one where we kind of repositioned our foot and made it like harder? We're going to build on that. And we're going to hold that bottom position longer. And we're going to try to reposition our feet a few times. I'm going to suggest 3, not just once. So how we're all going to modify that. And modify doesn't mean make easier. Modify means make appropriate. There's a big difference there. Quite simply, how low do you go, right? We choose the depth to make the exercise work for us. 3, 2, 1, come on to that. And let's do the butt kickers. So those types of modifications, so many times, I'll say, I don't know, regular people like you and I presume that sometimes that everyone is stronger, everyone's faster, everyone's better, especially if you show up to a class. I'm going to think that I'm probably the slowest, weakest one. Even though through experience, I know that's not the case. I'll be in the middle somewhere, but I'll still think I'm going to be. Anyways, the most top level elite athletes still modify things to make things work for them, right? Like if you're in a 5K run and you have a good kick versus a 5K run and you have a really terrible kick at the end, but you can go fast for the whole time, well, your strategy is going to be different. Therefore, you're going to modify what you're doing to give yourself the best chance of winning. 3, 2, 1, come on out. Now let's do a nice little leg swing, hand to opposite leg, full body motion, and feel it smooth. Hold the tummy tight, use the stomach, and then make the motion rhythmic and smooth. So just to reiterate that when I say, here are the modifications, I'm not placating to your lack of ability, because I know that that's not there. We're all capable. I'm legitimately saying here are some options. 3, 2, 1, and I know you guys know that, but I'm just talking to myself because, you know, I'm by myself. All right, let's do some reverse lunge dynamics mobility to get ready. So we're going to do I'm going to step back with my right leg, and then my fingers are going to come to the inside of my front leg, and I'm going to get as low as I can, and then I'm going to come right back out and switch sides. You can always just put an elbow on that knee and go as low as you feel comfortable, okay? This should not feel like a workout. If it does, don't try so hard, don't go so far. Don't hold any of the positions. We're not holding anything. You might feel like, oh, that feels tight. I should just hold it for 5 seconds to stretch it out. Nope, that's not what we do at the beginning of the workout. We can do that at the end, but not at the beginning. We're doing one more each side. All right, here comes our last one. And I'm just breathing through the whole thing. Nice, come on out. Okay, grab some water, let me show you the deal. So I'm going to suggest that we take a step back with the leg. We're on a 50-second clock, kind of like normal. So we're going to get into our position, and then I'm going to try to 1, 2, 3, and then come up, and then same leg. 1, 2, 3, come up. We're not switching legs, same leg. The foot doesn't have to move around a lot, but it can. It doesn't have to come off the ground very far, but it can. It might barely even move, okay? Let's try that. We're going to pair that with leg cycling. So that's just laying on our back. I don't think we've done this for a while. So leg cycling, This is like when you lie here, there's a bit of a space underneath your back. That should stay there. When I lift my legs, that space should stay there. If my chin is tucking and extending as I move, then I'm not holding my stomach tight enough. So I need to hold my stomach so tight that my head doesn't move. And then to make it even harder, we're just going to pretend we're on a bike and we're just pulsing our legs back and forth. So you're going to move your legs as far as you can, but not so far that your head moves back and forth. All right. So that's just for 50 seconds. It's slow. It's always slow. And then we'll do that 3 times. Okay. Whew. All right. So here we go. Hitting the timer, 50 seconds on. We'll do one leg, then the other leg, and then lie down. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Step it back, and then 3 repositions, and then pop up and same leg. I would maybe challenge that when you come up, your foot does not touch the floor beside the other foot. So you're working on that balance. Obviously, you need to do so. To make this just a little bit easier, when you get to the top, just take a pause and then resume, okay? To make it a bit harder, don't pause, all right? Excellent. So your exhale is on the way up, but you're probably gonna take maybe an extra breath or 2 when you're in this bottom position. So kind of time it. So you inhale, exhale, and then exhale as you rise. All right, 3, 2, 1, come on out. Okay, so if you close your eyes and just pay attention to your body, which leg is on fire? Okay, yeah, I know which leg is on fire. All right, I'm just gonna check this out here. Okay, all right, other leg. Oh, not yet. Sorry. In 3, 2, 1, other leg. Step it back and reposition it 3 times and then come out. Okay, if I just stop talking and pay attention to myself, I find that a little exhalation with every pop, with every reposition seems to feel pretty good. Okay, we're halfway. Excellent. We only have 10 seconds to go. Oh, the front leg really starts to burn, doesn't it? 3, 2, 1. Oh, come on out, rest. Okay, nice job. Oh my goodness. All right, so now we're doing leg cycling. So then we get to lie down. I would encourage you to walk around prior to lying down just to catch your breath. You recover better moving than you do lying down. All right, oh geez, lie down. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So hands on stomach. I know you'd like to have your hands on the floor to brace yourself, but that's cheating. There we go. So now that glass of wine that we sometimes balance on our back in plank, now we're balancing it on our forehead. And so don't use your neck to hold your head still. Instead, use your stomach to hold your body still, and then your head will be still. All right? That's how this works. All right, we're almost there. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Woo! All right, so that's the best exercise that I show people that work for a wide variety of strengths, and you can get instant feedback to tell you if you're doing it right or not. It's the go-to that I show everybody all the time if they want to learn how to use their stomach. Okay, well, that was fun. Okay, pick a leg, reverse lunge, 3, 2, 1. Pop it back there and now reposition it 3 times and then pop it up. When you come up, don't use the back leg to push you up. Use the front leg to lift you. Now, as we get to the end of this, the front leg is kind of on fire and becomes less functional. So the back leg maybe helps a little bit, but only as much as it needs, okay? That's halfway. Nice job. That's 10 seconds left. All right, remember, we can choose how low we go with this. We don't have to be super low. 3, 2, 1, rest. So if we were doing this for 20 seconds, you might choose a lower position. 50 seconds, choosing a higher position. Modifying it to make us work. Does that make sense? Yeah. Modifying it to make it work for you and for me. Okay, do another leg, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Step it back and reposition 3 times. Perfect. Stomach is still working. The foot of your front leg, you're using the whole thing, but for sure you're using the heel. The heel has to push into the ground. That means the glutes are working, and that means the jeans will look better. Or whatever. 10 seconds. That's only if it matters to you. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay. Oh my goodness, that's good stuff. All right, recover. Don't lay down yet. Move around, catch your breath. Notice how awesome you feel. If you don't feel awesome, well, don't focus on that part. Okay, lie down. Leg cycling. I love when the exercise involves lying down. 3, 2, 1, and go. Hands on stomach. Feel those muscles work. Face is still. Stomach is holding you still. It's fairly common to get a clicking or a thunking in your hip joint area or groin as you reach your leg out, just because many of us have tight hip flexors, especially if you're working at SAS Polytech and your job involves sitting at a desk. Those hip flexors get tight and they clunk. Almost done. 3, 2, 1, and rest. The other thing is, if you were born and raised in North America, you spent 95% of the first 20 years of your life sitting on your butt, probably in school, which is awesome for education, but terrible for hip flexors. Okay, round 3 coming up. Pick a leg. 3, 2, 1. Step it back. And here we go. This is the last thing this leg has to do today, unless you choose to go for a walk later, which you should, or a bike ride, which probably isn't the best idea. If you can make it work, do it. It's possible still. Okay, we're past halfway. Is that back leg starting to push you up more? Try to resist that. Or maybe you just need it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm using mine. And 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Come on out. Oh yeah, fantastic. So the nice thing about torching one leg is that it's not going to help you on the next one for the next exercise. So now it's going to be all front leg. Back leg is done. 10 seconds. Did you remember to congratulate yourself for showing up? If not, do so now. 3, 2, 1. Step it back. Here we go. And again, I mean that all out loud, right? Unless you're in a place where that would be weird, then do it anyways. And then someone says, what are you doing? You okay? It's like, yeah, just congratulating myself. You ever notice when someone says something to you that's hurtful, it maybe makes you feel bad because you heard it. If somebody says something to you that's really positive and uplifting, it makes you feel better or good because you heard it. Well, what comes out your mouth also goes into your ear and you hear it. 5 seconds. So there's a useful tool. 3, 2, 1. Oh, come on up. Oh my goodness, rest. I'm not making that up. We're susceptible to what we hear. Marketing works. If you hear or see something enough times, we start to believe it. So try that out for yourself. Every morning, it's like, I'm a rock star. Do that for a year. See what happens to you. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Oh my goodness. How many people would love to have the dedication, motivation, inspiration to show up and do this? So many people would like to have that. And we've got it. Come on, push it out. Hold super tight, super, super tight. If you've got a little kid or a dog or something that's walking over you right now, even better, because that forces you to brace. We always did this in the gym we'd walk on each other. And don't do that, that's not safe. 3, 2, 1. But if you're 19 and you're on the wrestling team, you do a lot of stuff that's not safe or smart. Okay, rest. Lay there if you want or walk around, whatever feels good for you. I'm going to pick the next clock. And it does not get easier from here. I'm going to tell you that right now. Okay, so we're going to do a plank, knee to elbow, paired with jumping jacks. And I'm going to take most of the rest out of it. All right. Now I can tell Zoom has a feature where I can actually record what your camera is seeing. So later I can actually pull that up and I can see what you were doing to see if you were just watching or if you were working hard. What if that was the truth? What if you believe me right now? Would you be freaking out? Yeah, obviously I'm lying to you, but what if, right? What if that was true? You knew it and I knew it. Would that change how you do things? Probably not. You're crushing it. Okay, so plank knee to elbow is the thing where we take our knee and try to touch our elbow, okay? It doesn't have to touch, but if it can, then like if you can do it, then do it, all right? It might come halfway. The way to make this easier is you have your hands on your stool, the chair, back of the couch, or the wall, something that's progressively angled upwards. If you get higher, the knee will not touch the elbow, so it doesn't have to. That's not the point. The point is to go from 2 hands and 2 feet to 2 hands and 1 foot to resist rotation, so the trunk stays still. We're going to do that for 20 seconds, then jump up and do 20 seconds of jumping jacks, okay? And make them as vigorous as you want, I don't care. And then 20 seconds, boom, right back down, plank knee to elbow, and then 20 seconds, boom, right back up, jumping jacks, and then I'll say rest. And then it's only going to be a 20-second rest because that's how the timer works. So it's 20 work, 20 work, 20 work, 20 work, and then 20 rest. We're going to try, I think, 2 rounds of that, or maybe 3. You know what? Do the math on it quickly. I really don't know, but let's say 3 times. Okay, plank knee to elbow in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. This is slow and controlled. That glass of wine that we had on our forehead earlier, Well, now it's back onto our back. Calm and controlled, probably exhaling as the knee comes forwards, because that's the harder part of the movement, okay? And that's 20 seconds, hop up, jumping jacks. So the nice thing about these things where there's no rest is there's that bit of a transition time. So it's not actually 20 seconds of work, it's like 18. Okay, 3, 2, 1, back down. Plank knee to elbow, here we go. Slowly, okay, I caught myself going super fast. There's no need to go fast. Jumping jacks are fast. This is slow. 3, 2, 1, up. Jumping jacks. These can be fast. And we get a rest after this. Come on. Spring it out. Smile. In 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, 20-second rest goes by super fast. So breathe, calm, big breaths. Walk around, get ready for round 2 in 5 seconds. Plank knee to elbow in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. It's almost like, what's the point of the rest, right? It almost makes it harder. Well, nice and slow and controlled. Nothing flailing about this. 3, 2, 1. Now flail, jumping jacks. So the body is like moving erratically right now. Your mind can stay calm, calm and smooth, and breathe. Okay, awesome. 3, 2, 1, back down, plank knee to elbow. Now it's calm again. The mental state, you kind of feel the same in both. Okay. We're almost there. In 3, 2, 1, up. Jumping jacks. Flail. Huff and puff, get your breathing going. But mentally, you're still in the zone, having fun. You're not even questioning at all why you're doing this, because it's so much fun. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, 2 down, 1 to go. Walk it out, breathe. And then this next one is our last like hard thing that we're going to do today. So no more lollygagging. Let's hit it. 3, 2, 1. Come on, smooth and slow and controlled. Hold your tummy tight. Your lower back has to stay still and flat and calm. That is the most important thing. Second is you have to smile. 3, 2, 1. Jumpy jacks. I never get hate emails to say, hey, Smiley, why don't you tone it down a little bit? Here we go. I think I've moved so much, I've actually moved a kilometer. My watch just beeped. 3, 2, 1, back down, sit, back down, plank knee to elbow. I'm not kidding, it actually registered a kilometer of movement during this class. Wow, it's never done that before. 3, 2, 1, up, jumping jacks. Those reverse lunges we did with our different movements might have triggered it. Okay, oh, I've lost track. Is this it? 3, 2, 1. Let's rest. I did lose track. I think that's it. Woo! And if not, who cares? We're done. Now, walk it out. Breathe. Get some water when you can. If you're working very hard, then drink slowly, small sips. Okay, that was nice. Right on. All right, we're going to do a glute stretch. And we're going to do it kind of in the, well, we'll do it in the standing position. This is one we can do lying down as well. But since we really got huffing and puffing, and we don't have 10 minutes to like chill before we stretch, I don't like to lie down right after we've been huffing and puffing. It makes me feel bad, and it's also not good for you. So the reason is the blood has a hard time getting back to your heart, and it actually then has a hard time getting to your brain, and then that's why you feel bad. Being upright and moving keeps the blood pumping back to your heart. So let's do a standing glute stretch. Left ankle across right knee. First thing that happens is I reach my bum back. I'm leaning on the wall for balance. Reach the bum back. I'm going to try to get my tummy to fit into the triangle between my legs. A little bit of activity in the toes of your left foot. So the top foot is working a little bit. That just saves your knee. 3, 2, 1. Come on out. Let's switch sides. So with a stretch like this, to be doing it right after the workout, there's a number of ways you can kind of start this if you're doing this on your own. The timing that I use is, I'm not paying attention. It's just kind of random. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. But I like to err on the side of keeping it short. Left ankle across right knee. So I may be holding it for 5 seconds right now. Holding it for 2 would be just as effective. Holding it for 10, I would say is very good for you. Better, except it's harder. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. And we just worked out, and we worked out hard. So maybe if we make the stretch too hard, then we don't like to do it, and then we won't do it next time. So if I'm doing this on my own and I have lots of time, I'll start off with like a 2-second stretch and then a 5-second stretch. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. And then I'll grow it to like 10, 15, 20, 30. Oh, same thing. Last one. Let's hold it a bit longer. So eventually, as I start to calm down and recover and my breathing returns to normal, and I do these short duration stretches repeatedly, my muscles start to let go and relax. And now I'm ready to kind of, I don't know, solidify that new lengthened position. All right, 3, 2, 1, switch sides. Last time, last side. Breathe and relax. All right, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come out of that. And that's the workout for today. Today's Thursday. Yeah, so I'll be back next week. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it completely and totally, and so does your body. I will see you next week. Take care.